U.S. think tank Heritage Foundation is calling on the Trump administration to impose sanctions on the Chinese drone maker DJI because the data it collects could fall into the hands of the Chinese regime. On August 19th, a report was published indicating the data collected by Chinese drones flown in the country would include precise location of critical infrastructure and sensitive information, including locations of civic leaders, their movements, and interactions. Report co-author Lora Ries, a senior research fellow at the think tank, told the Epoch Times, due to Chinese laws, Chinese corporations are unable to deny data requests from the Chinese government. Given the data that is collected, the risk is that such information is going back to Beijing. The Heritage Foundation called on DJI to be placed on the entity list due to security vulnerabilities in its products that harvest user data, as well as DJI's involvement in the persecution of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang. The entity list is a U.S. trade blacklist that bars American companies from doing business with them, unless they obtain special licenses. Drones made by DJI, a private company headquartered in the southern Chinese city of Shenzhen and the world's biggest maker of commercial drones, are extremely popular in the United States. According to data by market researcher Drone Industry Insights, DJI had a U.S. market share of close to 77% as of October last year, followed by U.S. tech giant Intel with 3.7%. Another Chinese drone maker, Unic, came in third with 3.1%. According to the report, there are now more than 385,000 commercial drones in operation in the United States. This is compared to 2016, when there were only 50,000 commercial drones, according to data from the U.S. Federation Aviation Administration, which requires drone operators to register their drones. Many of these drones are used by U.S. government agencies. According to a March report by the Center for the Study of the Drone at Bard College, 1,578 state and local police, sheriff, fire, and emergency services agencies in the United States are believed to have acquired drones. The U.S. Army, Pentagon, and Department of Interior have banned or grounded Chinese-made drones over spy risks. In August 2017, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security issued a warning in an unclassified bulletin saying that DJI was providing U.S. critical infrastructure and law enforcement data to the Chinese government. In May 2019, DHS issued a similar warning again. The Heritage Foundation highlighted DJI drones' security flaws, as detailed in two recent studies by Paris-based IT security firm Synactive and Washington-based cybersecurity company Riverloop Security. In July, Synactive issued a report in which the app was found to collect a vast amount of personal user data, including the serial number of the phone's SIM card, the phone's identity number, IMEI, and the phone's IMSI, a unique number that telecom companies use to identify a SIM. Synactive stated, "This data is not relevant or necessary for drone flights and goes beyond DJI privacy policy." It then warned that these data can be used by intelligence agencies or malicious people to later track individuals or eavesdrop communications. Riverloop reviewed another DJI app called DJI Mimo, which allows users to edit their photos and videos captured on cameras attached to DJI drones. In a report issued in May, Riverloop found that the app sent data via insecure means to servers located in China without user consent. What's more, Riverloop found that the app's terms of user agreement allowed DJI to share user data with the Chinese regime. When installed, the DJI Mimo app requests users to give access to much of the phone's data, such as location, SMS messages, and Wi-Fi state. Referring to the two reports by Synactive and Riverloop, the Heritage Foundation concluded, "Those findings should worry any company or government agency using DJI technology, as well as policymakers working to secure critical infrastructure."